Well, it looks like Pence is saying that we're going to investigate the wiring tap of uh, Trump. Um, um, I think it's very interesting that all the connections that he has with Russia. I wonder how much Pence is involved. And I know I know like WikiLeaks, that is it's one of the Russian the spy thingies, supposedly. Um, um, and I think that he had because his Trump in one of his pre-election rallies, whatever, um, he had said uh, at the rally something about, oh, Putin, come on, hack some more, or something to that effect, right? And I think that since Trump is all paranoid and he's thinking somebody is, you know, had taped him, I'm gonna let hacked, like him or something. I don't know what he thinks he did. Somebody wiretapped him, and so I think that he had WikiLeaks. Went to WikiLeaks because I think he's very familiar with Russia, and so I think that that he did that and had him dump it because you know how people are when they get paranoid or when they've been doing bad stuff, and they get caught doing it, and then you don't have no, like, in their mind, you don't have no authority, so they really go overboard doing it some more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think he did. I think he got mad and well, we'll leak their shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I just think he's a pure danger, a pure present danger to our security and our Constitution of the United States. Um, I know that like percentage wise, those six people that voted for him, because I, I think the Russians did hack it. The Republicans go, well, you can't hack no voting machine. Yeah, but the computers that you put the numbers in after the voting machine, those could be compromised. You know, and but that's the one thing with Republicans. The Republicans, everything is like, hey, 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 like, nah, 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 nah. Like, we still in third grade. That type of attitude. Like, ha, and that's the problem with the Republicans. That's the problem with Trump. They're not on the American people's side. They're not on the working people's side. They're not on the poor people's side. They're not on the sick people's side. Not with that new Medicare bill they got. Where they're going to give the rich a tax break and tax the poor. Right? They're gonna take it out on the hospital and the hospital workers. But the insurance companies and the pharmaceutical companies, you know, they're going to be making, billions off of the backs and the deaths of American people. And then here he is. They got a thing against Planned Parenthood. You would think these are the one people, you know, with their sort of like hating on the inner city people. The only thing wrong with the inner city people is the Republicans that we have over these inner cities with you could see how their ideas are. That we're exposing this nasty, pussed up, festered up wound. That's just irking out all type of pus, mucus, just squirting it all out, uh, you know, and get mad because people are using anesthetic and alcohol, bleach on their property before they even get up in there. So, it behooves us to investigate Trump and his cronies, because they had too many contacts with Russia banks, with Russia oil people, with Russian spies, and he's just bringing them right up in the White House. You know, he's trying. You know, he's like, you know how that kid that always used to get bullied. You know, but um, all the ones he thinks like he knows best, and you know, that everybody's out to get him. So you try to like, you know, like, well, you know, let me be nice to this person. Everybody's messing with him, and then they get a little cocky, get a little cheeky with you, and you're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he got warped, you know, like sort of like how, you know, how somebody that gets bullied get warped. You know, they don't know who to strike out. Usually it's the person right next to them that's starting the rumors, you know, because it's, you know what I'm saying? I don't think the only leak there is the idea that they're not patriotic. You know, Trump don't know how to shut his mouth. He's got one guy knows how to walk around. Steve Bannon don't say shit, right? He just walks around look like he's really Russian. I don't care what anybody says. But that huge head, come on now. Those Russian women, thank God I got Mississippi in me. Hallelujah. You know, the melon. Um, they must to deliver those heads. That is a special trick. You know, that's definitely a C-section baby head. Anyway, I am so disgusted. I just think that what we have up in the White House and how the Republicans are acting, you know, I think that since they want to follow him blindly, you know, they all want to stick together. I think they all need to go down together. If nothing else, we have to vote these type of people out because they don't have the best interests of America in. We have to do something about how the Republicans are, you know, to even have somebody that they could allow to go to that height, you know, without no checks. You know, there is a responsibility that I think the Democrats and the Republicans have to the United States and to the Constitution. And it doesn't seem like the Republicans care about the Constitution, even though they say they carry it around in their pocket. Take it out, read it. I would like a 4-page paragraph on every amendment. So, and then maybe we'll have some starts to you comprehending the real meaning behind the Constitution. It is to give the people of America a voice. It is to give the people of America an equal footing, especially with the rest of the world. Russia doesn't have the best interests of America. Russia is not Americans' friends. Russia is not Trump's friend. If Russia has any dealings with Trump, it is purely to get money. Period. That's all Putin cares about is getting money for him and his cronies. If he got some little clown fool that he could manipulate like a puppet to do his bidding and to praise old Putin and say, oh well, Putin, you know, this is yeah. Well, America does that too. You know, he's always defending like, well, the Americans do it. You know, first of all, I don't think Trump should say. I know one thing, he ain't speaking for me, and I know the Republicans ain't speaking for me. And I don't know anybody around here that's going to benefit from their health care. You know, when we have people dying right now on dialysis, you got other people dying with perfectly good livers from cancer. You know, we got an epidemic of diabetes. We got an epidemic STDs. And we still have a war going on. What about Musa? We still have a major war going on. So they over here, Trump and over here the Republicans is playing a retarded ass dangerous game. You know, only thing Trump ever done was cause bankruptcy, didn't pay the workers like he said he's gonna help. No, he ain't gonna help you. You people up in those coal mines and the steel mines where he told all that bullshit, you believe that shit? You people up in Pennsylvania, you believe that shit? You're the ones that's going to be suffering the most without your health insurance. You're the ones who are going to be suffering more well, as we watch all our money and profit go overseas. Some of the things that he signed, it's like, oh, now the cable companies and everybody else could, buy our browser. We just got it sort of cleaned up to where we don't have a phone call every 5 minutes from somebody trying to sell something. My favorite one is the one with the credit card. I don't have a credit card. And they keep telling me we can lower your credit. I'm like, I ask them each time, like, oh, this is wonderful. How you gonna lower my credit card? Are you gonna send me a credit card with a low interest rate? Because I don't have a credit card. So either y'all is some type of con, you know what I'm saying? And that you really need to quit this job because your ass is gonna go to jail if the shit hits the fan. Which they don't ever think is gonna happen. But look what happened in India. We finally, Obama was doing a fabulous job. The Republicans have not worked in the last 8 years. This is their first opportunity with trying to repel and whatever the health care by not respecting the hospitals or the doctors and nurses there. You're going to cause them to lose money. You're not respecting the American people in their health needs or wants. Not respecting the working class because you want to tax the very poor of the poor. You want to take away health care from the sick, from the poor. That is nothing more un-American than what Trump is doing now. And I think that once we finish investigating, we will see how corrupt and how much a crook he is. And I say his son-in-law, I say his daughter that he thinks is so sexy and he want to have sex with, and those other two sons of his, all of them, we will find are traitors to the American people and to the Constitution of the United States. And that if we don't get these people out of office, they're going to bring war on this land. The same way they had war over in Africa with you know what I'm saying? Russia was involved with that too. The same way. Never mind. We'll see what happens. And I think that we have some patriotic people. And I just want to tell the CIA, Trump does not represent me nor anybody around here that I know. We don't like his policies. We don't like him going to Russia to make money. We don't want no more oil wells up in virgin areas. We don't want our water polluted. We got to drink the damn water. We're more than 75% water. They're causing the destruction and the early death of the human race is what they're going to do. I say investigate CIA. I say investigate FBI. I say investigate RIC, NSA. I say investigate. Thank you very much. Because we need to get... And Putin, may I say to you, the idea that you take advantage of this purely defected brain of a president is not very becoming. And I don't think that anybody else around him is going to let this guy go off the rails too much. Because, most of us ain't going to stay on a drowning ship straight up. Or a sinking ship. Most of us don't want to stay on a sinking ship and drown. We're going to leave him on that ship. We're going to find out the truth. No matter how he tries to push back. But you pushing back by harming the American citizens, the people you think voted for you, it's not gonna come out pretty. It's not gonna come out pretty. And we're not gonna stand here and have somebody threaten our health, our well-being, and our security. Just simple fact. You can take it any way you want to. We're sure you'll take it the most extreme paranoia way. We don't give a fuck how you take, because we ain't even living over in that neighborhood. So you go right over there neighborhood, and you keep thinking everybody over here in the rural area, in the urban area, is all out to get you. In the suburbs, is all out to get you. So I don't know how the same people out to get you, the same people that voted for you. But I tell you one thing, Putin got his mind played like he's some city putty, just molding in it. America didn't make it this far. They ain't the first time, And I swear to God, when I was a little girl, I always used to think that Ronald Reagan looked like, very Japanese. They had a big thing about, they say back then, the commies invaded. And I always thought that, that Reagan really was a Japanese spy. I always thought he was a Japanese spy. I don't think Trump is a spy. I think that he's a very greedy, corrupt, narcissistic, schizoid criminal. And that he doesn't have any empathy for his fellow human beings. And I think that if we don't investigate this, that we should learn Chinese and Russian. Thank you very much. I'd rather learn Spanish. I don't have a problem with, Mexico or South America. You know what I'm saying? These are the people we need to be befriending. We're all in America here. Canada, United States, Mexico. I mean, there's so many places. When I hit South America, I can't name all those places. But those are the ones that we should be friends with. Those are the ones we should cooperate with. They got oil, they got coal, they got gold, they got everything you want to take. They just ain't giving it up without dollars. And I respect that. But I don't got respect for a president that goes over to Russia and making deals that harm the security of the United States. Period.